Hey folks, welcome to Modular Curiosity and wait, hold on. Where are we? What are we doing on Talking Rackheads? Okay, so here's what's going on. Nigel has asked me to help him out a little bit with Talking Rackheads by sharing some of my own content. And I don't want to step on the kind of content I'm already doing on my Modular Curiosity channel. So over here, I'm going to try something called 10-minute module. That's right. I'm going to spend 10 minutes looking into one module. I got to fit everything I can into that 10 minutes and then we're done. That's it. We will go as deep as I can get. So what it's going to do is going to challenge me to keep on topic. All right, ready? Let's start the clock. Let's go. Okay, I know this is a weird way to present this, but we're going to look at a different piece of software to explain what it is we're doing with clouds. So this is a piece of software called Transcribe, and I've got a guitar solo by Buckethead from a song called Soothsayer. And let's say that one of my guitar students is asking me to transcribe the solo for him and see if he can learn this. So I've highlighted a section of it. We're going to just basically let it play and repeat. Now, that's really freaking fast. I just can't do it. I can't play that fast. I certainly can't hear the notes that fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the speed by 50%. Okay, how does it do that? How does it slow it down while keeping the pitch the same? What it's doing is it's taking this little audio sample and it's slicing it into little slices, let's say 1/10 of a second. And we'll call each of those slices a grain. And the 1/10 of a second is, say, the size of the grain. Okay? Now, so maybe we have 2 seconds here. So what is that? A 1/10 of a second. So we'll have 20 grains. What if they played each one of those grains twice? Okay, it would now be twice as long, but you hear the same pitch. But you might hear a lot of jumping because of 1/10 of a second is actually a pretty big chunk. So what if we went to 100th of a second and then we played everything twice? Well, now it would be 2 times as long. The resolution would be very, very small, and it would sound like half speed, but at the same pitch, kind of like this. But what if we repeated those grains 4 times? Well, then we would be at 25% pitch. So it's stretching the waveform by slicing it into little grains and then repeating those grains. Now that we understand that concept, let's go back to clouds. Okay, so what does transcribe have to do with clouds? Well, first I'm going to do something that I've never done on Modular Curiosity. I've started a second audio driver, and I'm using my microphone as an input device. I'm going to plug it into here, and guess what? Yep. We have an external microphone coming into VCV Rack. Okay. I just bypassed VCV Rack and put it in directly. You hear an echo, right? Let me turn this off. The reason you hear an echo is just lag between my microphone going into my computer, through the computer to this core device, through VCV Rack, through this output core device, back into my computer, and back into the output speakers. So this echo you hear is not clouds. Just so you know, I want you to know what clouds does and what it doesn't do. It's not doing that echo. Okay. Remember those grains. I'm going to just count. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so every point here is one of those grains. And here how I move the position of this buffer that I just recorded into. You can hear me say 1. So it's stretching it out just like transcribe did. This button is the size of the grains.
No, 1, no, 1, no, 1.
And this is the density, how evenly distributed they are.
No, 1.
Now, if I go to the right of 12 o'clock on density, they are not evenly distributed.
No, 1. No, 1. 1.
To the left side, they are evenly distributed. You get a little clearer sound.
No, 1. No, 1. No.
So what I've done is I've created a wavetable out of my voice, which means we can put a voltage per octave in here. And remember, what we do with wavetables is we use wavetables as if they were filters. That instead of playing a filter, we make this go.
No, 1, no, 1, no, 1, no, 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 no.
So let's set that up. And while this is happening, I can play with the size and the density. All right, so what if we don't freeze it? What if we take an audio signal from something like Resonator and we plug that in to the in and out? So 2 in, 2 out here. We have the resonator being run from the sequencer and strum. So let's go ahead and initialize that. See what happens. Now let's start playing with the density and position. Now what I was doing over here is clicking these goes through 4 different modes. Those modes are wet, dry, at the dry signal, and the signal coming from clouds. Or we can go to spread, which I'm playing with and I don't fully understand, so we'll just learn that later. Feedback, which is feedback, how much of the cloud signal gets fed back into itself. And finally, reverb. And in addition to going here, you can also switch with this button here. So you can hear those grains, how we're slicing them up, we're moving them, we're stretching them. We're causing these really strange things to happen to the original signal. Here's the original signal. Here's the processed cloud signal. Okay, that's great to do with a resonator. In fact, resonator into clouds is a pretty typical synthesizer patch. But what if we do something else? What if we take, say, an audio signal? I'm going to initialize this again. What if we take an audio signal, which in this case is a piano? now let's modulate that. Let's blend some more feedback. Modular curiosity. And that's what it does. All right, folks, that's it for 10-Minute Modular today. This is Greg from Modular Curiosity reminding you to stay curious. And hey, it's back to you, Nigel.